Hi friends, welcome back. For today's video, I am watching Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 3, A Dim Light in the Darkness of Despair. I was like, wait, there's so many words. I want to remember all of this. But yeah, that title alone sets the entire tone for the show. There's so much death. There's so much despair. There's just, everything is bad. Everything is really, really bad, but there's hope. And I think they might be talking about Eren and maybe, you know, there's a very promising class of cadets. I think it's hopeful. I think this is gonna be a because the last two episodes were really, really dark. Really just everything is terrible, right? You know, they gotta lift us up a little bit. They gotta lift us up with an episode. So I think that's this one. So we will see. If by the end of the video you really enjoy it and you want to support me and help me continue what if by the end of the video you want to support the channel and also have access to my full-length commentary, be sure to check out my Patreon. It'll be linked down below in the description. They're gonna have access to all of that and it helps support the channel. It does so much more than you guys can even imagine. So without further ado, let's get into the third episode of Attack on Titan. This show has frazzled me, let me tell you guys. Oh my lord, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go. A dim light amid despair. Humanity's comeback, part 1. Oh, yeah! You don't like it. I like his little accent. That's so messed up. Is that what the military does? Why does Mikasa look like a grown-ass woman? She was a child last year. What the heck? No, you don't get that. He's absolutely right about that. Is he trying to kill him? What is she eating? Is that a potato? Is she eating a raw potato? What a meal. She's eating a potato. I like her already. Oh, heck yeah. What is that sentence? What is this entire scene? Give. That's not half. That was a smaller half. He's gonna like. Oh, wow. Yeah, he should. I thought he was going to. Why would you be excited about it? Yeah, he was big. Why did they make him look so mature? It's only been a year. He just had big muscles. Alright, we see an antagonist. Okay. What? She looks 30. Why did they make her look 30 years old? Hasn't it been 1 year? Am I wrong? I need to know their ages right now. Oh, he is on his shit list now. The little handshake he gave him. He hates him now. Good for her. Yeah, I like her. I like her a lot, actually. I don't blame her. She's such an angel. She's so sweet. Oh, we love her too. Yeah, she's taking care of her own. What do you mean? Alright. Another one we gotta watch out for, huh?
これができない奴はおとりにも使えん。
これはまだまだ初歩の初歩だが
I like being introduced to all these new characters. I like that a lot.
全くブレがない
She chopped her hair.
素質とはそういうものだたとえ気合が十分でも人並み以上にできないこと
状態を起こせ。
嘘だろ
I mean, you shouldn't be bragging all over the place, acting like a tough guy if you haven't even been involved. I mean, you've witnessed some, but you haven't been involved in like the actual offensive stuff.
前後のバランスに気をつけて落ち着いてやればできるよ
Oh, that sucks.
情けね
もうそんなこと目指すべきじゃない
えなりくすで納得できると思うのか
So they're not siblings.
兵士になれるかどうか判断するのは
No, with enough hard work and determination, he can do it.
心配しなくていいその時は私もそれ
I like where this girl's head's at. Priorities. I like her a lot. Heartless.
姿勢制御のコツだって感じろとしか言えんお前ら力のないものは去ればいい才能のないやつは去るしかないだっけ
Oh, his poor heart's being broken. Look at him.
ぶら下がるのにコツがいるとは思え。
志願しなくの出身だよね。巨人の恐ろしさも知ってるはずだ。なのにどうして兵士を目指すの？
Because they've experienced it. They know what happened.
あんなめちゃくちゃな奪還作戦をじっとしてられなかっただけで二人はどこの出身なの
ウォールマリア南東のすぐには連絡が来なかった。
No way. That sucks. They had no warning.
あまりよく覚えていない。彼らとは違うだろってことなんだけど。
おい、
They have no idea what they're getting themselves into.
俺は帰れなくなった故郷に帰る。
君はなんで兵士に？
皆殺しにしなきゃならねえって兵士になれるかどうかってとこだけど
Is he gonna practice more? All night? Oh, they just went hiking?
ベルトの調整から見直してみろ。
They are training him all night.
エレン・イェーガー。
ありがとうライナー・ブラウン
There's no way he's a 12-year-old. Look at that face. Alright, let's see if he got what it takes.
覚悟はいいか。
はい俺はやる
Okay, so Mikasa has to be like a year older than them. But why did they make her look 30?
これが俺の武器だ
I like how intense they made the entire scene of him just having to hang.
下ろせ。イェーガーとベルトの交換をしろ。
はい
It could be a belt issue! He knows.
装備の欠陥だ。
He always had it in him.
壊れた装備で一時は。
He's gonna be more impressive than they thought.
修練に励め。
やったぞ巨人とも戦える
Not yet. You're just hanging. Not yet. But I know symbolism.
これで私と離れずに済んだと思って
He knows his dad. Oh, I'm excited to see this. Okay. We just finished watching the third episode of Attack on Titan, and we got to meet more characters. We got to see some of like the fellow cadets that we're definitely going to be working with. But I have a couple questions. Is Mikasa like his sister? Because I thought that she was, but just the way the mother would refer to her, I don't know. And is Mikasa like older by like a year or so? Because that has to be the case. There's no way they grew that much in like 2 years. They somehow made Mikasa look 30 and then he looks like he's 18. And I don't know how that's possible, how they did that. I'm confused by this. I'm very confused. But you guys are gonna tell me down below because maybe I just got my timelines mixed up. Maybe it was like a very small detail I missed. Could be that. And yeah, I don't know if they're siblings. I guess they're not. I'm confused. I am confusion right now. But the show is good. I also want to point out that they made, I know the symbolism behind it is like the fact that Eren was not wrong and that he is fully capable and he can become a cadet and he is strong and all that stuff. But the camera angles, the cheering, the intense music, for him to just hang there, stepping aside, putting it from perspective, they strap him up and he's like, and the crowd goes wild. And I know I get it, it's the symbolism behind it, but I just thought that was like really funny and I wanted to point that out because that made me like kind of chuckle internally. But yeah, it's really good. I'm liking the relationships and like seeing that kind of grow between characters. We already see some complications in relationships right now, like with each other. It's a little complicated and I want to see it. I want to see it all. Okay, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
845年突然現れた超大型巨人
He has the most unflattering figure I've ever seen. I'm gonna roast all of these Titans. They deserve it.
人類はウォールマリアを放棄2割の人口と3分の1の領土を失い
How is it a third of the territory when Wall Maria seemed to contain the most amount of territory? As well as, I'd assume, people. If anything, it looks like they lost almost half of their territory. 80, 50.
走れこのの
Oh, 2 years. So they're what, 15 now? 16?
遅れているぞ貴様はここで巨人の餌だこのままじゃ脱落組だぞ
Teamwork.
ライガンまで限定されるよ
バレねえように尽くせ
Nice. Bros have like each other's backs. I love it.
ライナー・ブラウン強な体格と精神力を合わせ
I can see it.
死んでもごめんだ
Oh, we're gonna get an intro to everyone. I want to see everybody's pros and cons.
アニ・レオンハート斬撃に火の打ちどころがないベルトルト・フーバー潜在能力は極めて高いがジャン・キルシュタイン立体機動はトップクラスだが抜き見すぎる性格が
Ooh, I can see that. I can imagine. Yeah.
斬撃者2人にかなわねえ先に巨人を見つけるしかねえ
Is it a competition? I mean, you're being graded, yeah, but
お前の後を追って正解だったぜ
sneaky.
サシャ・ブラウス型破りな勘の良さがあるがそれゆえに組織行動には無
Wait, really? I can't imagine that.
機動が得意しかし頭の回転がやや鈍い
They really just called him dumb.
ミカサ・アッカーマンあらゆる科目を完全に
I knew it. I friggin' knew it.
のない逸材との評価は妥当
We all knew that was gonna
エレン・
happen.
イエーガー
And Aaron's gonna be like pretty up there.
目立った特技はないが
Never
そして
mind.
人一倍強い目的意識
Okay, that makes sense. That's usually how it is. He's an underdog, is what it is. Mikasa has everything that is like, she's as good as they possibly can be. And Aaron is like the underdog who aspires to be like that and has the motivation. Got it.
力の加減が下手だよどうなんだこの訓練は
俺たちは兵士だろ相手が何であろうと大砲でも格闘術でも使いこなしてな
Makes sense.
見ろ
兄か
I like her vibe.
教官の頭突きは嫌かここに来た時を思い出して真面目にやるんだな
She's not gonna hold back. She's mad.
そら始めるぞエレン
She's gonna destroy Aaron. He set him up. Why'd he set him up like that?
行くぞこれにはやり方があるんだって
I also really like that they didn't make her look like every other person with the nose and stuff. I love her look.
次はあんたが私を襲う番だね
Oh?
兵士としての責任を教えてやるんだろ
Literally your fault. He's afraid.
兵士には引けない状況が
今がそうだ
Get wrecked, Reiner.
誰からか教わったのか
お父さんに内地に行く権利をもらえるのは成績上位10人だけだからね巨人に対抗する力を巨人から離れられる
Interesting.
人の本質だからでは
Self-preserving?
こんな簡単な矛盾巨人から離れるために高めてやがれ
That is a contradiction, but why? To protect humans?
王の近くでの仕事なんて
憲兵団に入るのは快適な暮らしが待ってるからだろうが
お前の脳内は快適だと思うぞ
Oof. Shots fired. Big time.
ふざけんなよてめえそれだしは何言ってんだ
Oh. Because of Mikasa? I don't know. I don't know.
ただ感情を発散しているだけの
I don't understand. What's happening? Nice. Deserved.
今しがた大きな
He's always watching.
説明してもらおうか
We're just goofing about. Just having a good time.
放棄した音です。
敵様か
You again?
少しは慎みを覚えろ
Poor Sasha. It's okay. She's being fed bread. That's all she cares about. Or was that a potato?
訓練兵を卒業する諸君らには壁の強化に努め各町を守る駐屯兵団壁外の巨人領域に挑む調査
Oh, we already know who's going to survey.
王の下で民を統制秩序を守る憲兵団先ほど発表した成績上位10名だけだ
I feel like the top 10, most of them are gonna go for survey. Probably.
なんで俺がエレンより下なんだ
Too jealous.
せっかく上位10人に入ったのに。
巨人と戦うためなんだからな。
勝てるわけない。
That's literally what you guys have basically been training for, and you're just gonna yell that?
答えは出たんだ。巨人に勝てない。
Why are you saying this? This is the worst place to say this. My guy, read the room.
負けはしたが確実に次の希望につながる。巨人を一匹残らず駆逐して狭い壁の中から出る。それが俺の夢だ。
He's giving me like antagonist vibes, but I think he's gonna have a change of heart. That's the vibe I get.
さっきの夢の話って。
お前の受け売りだ。
僕は調査兵団に入る。
私も調査兵団にする。エレンは私と一緒にいないと。
She has a point, I think.
来たぞエルヴィン団長、巨人どもを蹴散らしてください。
一人で一個旅団並みの戦力があるってよ。
I've seen him before.
ハンネさん、
昨日卒業したってな。
飲んだくれが公平部隊長だもんな。
He worked for it.
助けられなくて。
It's a really heavy thing to
ハンネ
drop.
さんのせいじゃない。必ず巨人に勝つ。
今度いいのかどうか。
He's worried about him. Yeah.
調査兵団にするって？
エレンの昨日の演説が効いたみたいね。
お前だけじゃない。
トーマス。
お肉取ってきました。
And what are you gonna do? Literally, what are you going to do with that? It's just raw meat she has in her jacket.
皆さんで分けましょう。
戻してこい。
そうだよ。
I respect her dedication, but girl, this is not the way.
土地を奪還すればまた牛も羊も飼えますから。
So are they all vegetarian?
俺もその肉食う。俺も食うんだから。
So illegal, but do it because this is awesome.
何つったってんだエレン。作業に戻んねえと。
That's just raw meat. It's kind of warm outside. You guys gotta cook that ASAP.
ようやく尊厳を取り戻しつつある。
Love that.
人類の反撃はこれからだ。
Bish, what? This Why? What aim?
危なかった。
壊された。
Again? There's no way. There's no way they're taking him. Where's that big fat stupid idiot? Where is he? There he is. Why is he so gutsy about being so close to him? His face. Do you see that damage he did to that wall? He just shows up to beat up the wall and then leave. So, we had a little colossal titan jump scare moment. That was not fun. The second I saw that lightning, I was like, that's not good. It was such a heartfelt, hopeful moment. And of course, it had to be just interjected with the worst possible case scenario. Colossal titan. And he's like, I'm back. So how does he like appear in lightning? He's not that fast. I don't understand. I need explanation. But he shows up and it's like he was watching. He's like, okay, new graduates, I'm hungry. Why did I make him so sassy? Me and my peeps are starving. Buffet. So he shows up, breaks the wall, and then the armored titan comes through. It's like they have this whole plan set up. I imagine they have like this massive table full of just this villainous table of titans where they just come up with this plan. It's not really that complicated of a plan. It's really like a two-step plan. But for them, I think it'd be a big deal to do. Also, I don't like that he has no skin. Why don't you have skin? The armored titan has like too much. He's armored. Take some of his. Anyway, we see a lot of people were inspired by Aaron's speech, and now they're going to be on the survey like core. That makes me worried because I already see that we have a lot of like characters that we like. But with this line of work, we already know a lot of them are gonna die, and I'm not ready for that. Oh my god. Anyway, we already know in the next episode, there's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be brutal. It's not gonna be fun, but it's gonna be nice to see Aaron and the crew, like, see what they've learned, you know, see what they've learned and what they're gonna put in action. So I'm excited to see that, but it's gonna be a brutal next episode. So I hope you'll stick around for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone!